Hi, it's 7 a.m. in the morning where I'm at, and if you hear a little pitter-patter of voice, that's my baby in the background. Um, the question is, what's transformational learning? How is it different from everyday adult education? Well, uh, what I understood from the reading that says transformational learning has to do with um, it's impactful in the way that it you're testing, scrutinizing, critically thinking, analyzing your beliefs, your perspective, your worldview, and you're even contemplating why you're doing that. And then at the end of that, you've come up with something totally different. I think and and then there's this other part to it that I do like because I've read about it in other classes, in the intro to ADE class, where Frere talks about it being about liberation, right? Now, I mean, he's specifically saying, in a socio-political way, but I do think that when you are when you're going through a transformation process, there's an overall liberation, right? Like of your old way of thinking. As a person who is a faith-based person, I think of that all the time, actually, about how my faith challenges my attitudes towards things, or how other people challenge my belief system, and how that is very transformational when you really stop and consider a variety of other perspectives. Um, oh, I've already started going into what the transformational learning process is in my life. And, maybe during the readings, I was, in all of my classes, I feel like, I'm having a transformational experience currently. What I think learning is, or what, my attitude towards how I expected this all to go. As far as, being taught something, it's very interesting to hear information or to read information and synthesize it on my own, make meaning out of it based on what I already know, and then give that. It's one of those things where it's like, this is what I've always wanted in my bachelor's, but never got it, and then assumed that I never would get it, that I never would get the opportunity. Because I do think that so much of adult education, regardless of context, is still, there's an expert and there's you. And, the expert will hear your experience, but the expert ultimately knows what they're talking about, right? And I think that, when I think about transformational learning, I think about, for me, there's a paradigm shift, right? It's like there's a worldview, there's an understanding that I have that is being challenged all the time. But I like this, and I can accept this. And some of it I do want to take into, my future endeavor as an academic advisor, absolutely. Well, yeah, that's all I got for now. Thanks, guys.